She was about 6 to 8 months old. She had a fever first, and then I took her to the hospital. They gave her a bath, which I could have done at home, and they gave her, but they don't know what the source of the fever, so they give her some antibiotic there, and then gave her paracetamol, and we go home. But then she keep having the same fever again over and over and over. And at one time, when she starts shaking, I said that is not normal. So I took her back to the hospital. She keep having the seizures until she was 2 years old. The seizures stopped. And then the seizures came back when she was 13 years old. And it was not the violent seizures, it was the silent one, which I never know they have different type of seizures. You'll be talking to her and then she go blank. Whatever she has in her hand, she'll drop them. And she will be in a daze or stare out, or she start walking. And they come back and say that she has a tumor on it's on her brain, on the left side of her brain. It's about the size of a 5 cents or 10 cents, preferably 10 cents. Okay, then she got, Dr. Walter get in contact with Dr. Clark. She worked with him. He came, he saw her, he came down with a team, and they did electroencephalography machine. They placed that on her. We did that at Mount St. John's. While we were there, the nurse putting on all of the stuff on her. I sat down there. She put her on the bed, and I hear her. I know she fall asleep. So the nurse, psst, 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 don't wake her up. I said, I know. She said, that's the perfect time for her to get the exact reading that she wants for her, to know exactly whether it's a tumor or is. When all of that finished, it was just a scarring. She says it's just a scarring on the brain. It's not so much of a tumor, it's just a scarring. It does wreak havoc, but I just got to manage it. Somehow, I don't know, but I just manage.
Well, as my mom said, when I was 13 years old, my epilepsy started back, and I really didn't understand what it was, so I looked it up and I found out about it. And at first I was actually feeling a kind of weird way. I didn't really know what seizure was at those times, so I looked up at videos, and I even asked my mom about them also, and asked her when I'm having seizures how I am. And when she explained to me, I was actually feeling a little shy and a little scared of myself. The first time when I remember I had a seizure, I was at school, and I don't remember what I was doing in class, but I know I was actually like doing my classwork, and after that I just felt blanked out, like if I was actually in my sleep. I didn't know what happened, but I was just blanked out, and I think when I woke back up I was like in the hospital, and my mom said that I had a seizure at the school, and they was very scared, so they called the ambulance.
She had a seizure at her school, which is Abyss, and they told me it's their policy that whenever something like that happens, that they call the ambulance. And I'm trying to tell them that they don't need to call the ambulance. I said, Miss, sorry, but we have to call the ambulance.
I try to go to the office to talk to the principal, and even my classmates, my friends, they don't have to call the ambulance and feel very scared. So they say next time if it happens, they will see up to it to try and let me get like just a rest. And I hope they actually do, because I really don't like to go to the hospital.
But the nurse tell us is put her on her side, on her left side, let her recover. That's the recovery side, so let her be on her side, and when that pass, if she want to sleep, she will go to sleep. Sometimes she will be up, doing whatever she has to do her chores, whatever. Most of the time, what we do, I'll ask her if she want to sleep. Most of the time, she say yes, and I'll let her go into her bed. She will sleep for maybe, sometimes just 5 minutes. And then she get up like she want to take up the whole house. And other times she like, can't do that today.
Sometimes when I'm feeling I'm going to have a seizure, I've been having some headaches on this side of my head mostly, or even some chest pains, or I will actually just feel sleepy and real tired. So when I'm having those feelings, I'm trying to keep myself from being in a lot of stress, and I will be also listening to my music on my phone and just keep myself calm.
She wants to be a typical teenager, but I have to tell her every time, J'Lecia, you cannot be a typical teenager even though you want to, because you have the seizures and going out with her friends, liming, doing what teenagers do. She wants to do those, but it limits her somewhat. And sometimes she don't appreciate it.
For Christmas or my birthday, my mom didn't really wanted me to go out on my own and people who she doesn't know and who she don't trust. So I try to tell my friends, if they're really good with me, they can come to my mom, talk with her. Now I get to go out with my friends. They're always asking me if I am feeling kind of way, because they know once I have a face mood, they know that I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, and they will also be talking to me and make me feel happy.
She gets most of her medications at MBS, including her vitamins. I'm a school bus conductor, and yeah, a conductor has to be on the bus with children and the driver. You know, so it takes away from me with that, and sometimes I have to choose. It's either at work or with her, and I choose to be with her. My workplace, they do help by giving me the time for me to go and look after my daughter, especially in the afternoons when everybody else is working until 4 o'clock. I get off the bus by 3 o'clock, 3:30. So give me the extra time, because her school finish over at 1:30. She'll be at home until whenever I get home. So I tell them, okay, I cannot do this because she's going to need somebody to be home with her. And another incident happened to her. She had a pot of water on the stove, and she the same time she take up the pot of water, the same time she had a seizure and she dropped the pot and burned up her foot. So that too, I don't let her cook. If she cooks, we all have to supervise. I like to pray, even though I am a bit shy about it. I like to pray because it helps me. It's tough. If you don't have the support, get some. Try and get some. Make friends with the neighbors, whoever. If no family is close by, neighbors will try and get the neighbors to help.